Hi everybody and welcome back to Sim Racing Dad and part 2 of British Noob to Nascar. As you may have seen in part 1, we are now D-Class, so this week I will be racing the Gen 4 car at Talladega Super Speedway. Now before we start this race, I just want to give you a little bit of background information regarding one of the drivers and an altercation which occurred between us in the previous race. Basically, car 11 Kieran kindly pushed me into the wall intentionally to slow me down, and when challenged about it he replied, "Sometimes you just have to play the game." One would say tactics like this are both dirty and unsportsmanlike. Luckily, karma is a great thing, and the pet that I lost touch with due to this incident a few moments later had a huge wreck, and I was able to repass Kieran as he was entering the pits for repairs. Unlucky son. So as a personal challenge in this race, we must at least beat him. I have done a couple of races so far in this series, with a P4 being my best result. Unfortunately my other races were not so good. One way or another, I got caught up in other people's mistakes. This caused me damage and required me to pit. As a result of this, I finished towards the rear of the field. So here we go boys and girls, the formation lap of the 2.66 mile Super Speedway of Talladega. I decided not to qualify in this session as in previous sessions there had been a lot of carnage, so I thought let's try it from the back. Let's see if we can avoid some of the early incidences and try to make a way forward. So I'm currently sitting in P17, as mentioned our goal is Kieran, he's currently in P18. Obviously we'll keep an eye on that as we go through the race. But we're just waiting for the pace car now to peel off into pit road. Hopefully the pack will form up nicely and we get ready for the green light. So currently, as we come round over the start finish line, we're in 2 rows. Wonder if anybody would be silly enough to try to make it 3 wide in T1. Seems to be a common thing, which has caused still quite a lot of wrecks in the last few races. So far so good, everybody looks like they're behaving themselves. Quite a strong top lane, only one at the front on the bottom. People swapping and changing a little bit. I'm just going to drop back a little bit here. These early laps, people are just all over the place. They don't know what lane they want to be in. They're trying to get too far forward. As you can see at the front, are already 3 wide. The draft on these cars is really good. You really don't need to be doing it. So we'll just drop to the back, giving us plenty of time if we need to avoid any of the incidences in front. As I said, the draft is strong in these cars, as you'll see throughout the race. If you get within the draft range, you soon pull up onto the back of the other car. So first lap done, no incidences, which is good. I have got the 18 just trying to challenge me on the outside. Oh, there's a car off down at the bottom of the apron here. That was hard as well. That was car 7. So I've still got Andrew in the 18 just to the side of me. We'll keep down low. Make sure that we don't collect each other. Constantly keep an eye on Andrew, but also the main focus is the pack in front. Any telltale signs of a wreck like this one which is coming up, we're going to slow right down. There's cars left, right and centre. Oh, it's getting a little bit tight. No, don't come back. There's cars jumping on the track. That white one's coming back up. I think we missed him. I can't tell if I got a 2 or a 4X there. We've got a smoking number 17, which is making his way back to the pits. That's Gareth. Unfortunately for Gareth, I've raced with him in a couple of races. A really nice bloke and a clean race set, but looks like he's making his way back to the pits. We have dropped quite a way back off the pack here though. We are still just about in draft of Andrew, so I really need Andrew to play along with me here, and we need to try to push together as a team. I'll try to get on the back of Andrew to see what we can do. Just going to sit on the back of Andrew for a little bit. We look at Kieran in front. He's now in P8, but he's 6 seconds ahead. We currently find ourselves in P11. I'm not going to lie, that 6 seconds up to Kieran is going to be a tall ask. I really want to see that rep back after the race. It was quite an epic crash, that one, with several cars getting collected in it. As I say, that's why I decided to start from the back to not get collected. A couple of the other races where I qualified and started in the mid-pack, I was one of the cars that was unfortunate to get hit a couple of times by other people's mistakes, which then kind of ruined the races. So, lessons learned, start from the back and try to keep it as clean as possible. Got the 18 on the inside, so make sure I'll give him enough room. Just about enough room to drop down, I think. Let's try it. We've got these two cars in front of us. One is Gary, who I mentioned a second ago. He's obviously done his pit stop and is back out on track, unfortunately a lap down. He's also got the 9th place Brian just in front of him, which is a position for us if we can get it, so maybe Gareth will be kind and help us out. He's currently up on the top row with the 18 behind him, but Brian's dropped down to give us two sets of 2 wide. Not the quickest way to be doing this drafting. I'll try to go up top, but then Gareth drops down, so I'm going to have to probably drop down myself. Is the 18 going to drop in? No, he's going to try to go on the outside and slow us all down by side drafting, which is good for me in a way as I'm closing up, but not good for us catching any of the other pack up. I've just noticed that Kieran's only 2.3 seconds in front. Don't know if he's had an incident or just got no draft, but we are definitely gaining on Kieran. Thing if we can, it'll be a really nice thing if I can actually catch him and overtake him. A little bit of personal satisfaction. I've got a little pack of 6 here. I'm not going to do anything too rash. There's still 10 laps to go. Currently sitting in P11. Well, that is Kieran now. You can just about see on the left hand side the yellow car. Number 11 there, the Monster Munch car. Oh, Kieran's. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, just as I thought we were catching him. And we're going to take the place. He does that to us. I don't know whose fault that was, but that's definitely put me back. I've got nobody around me. This is This is going to be painful. I've got damage, I think, on the front end from hitting the other car. And I have got no draft train at all here. As you can see on the Delta, Kieran's like 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, where I am just hemorrhaging time here. Well, there's not a lot I can do about that. I'm still in P10, which is a good position. P11 is 4.4 seconds behind, but he has actually got a little bit of help behind him. I wouldn't be surprised within a lap or two if they will be on my rear bumper. And stop looking at the timings and concentrate on driving straight down the track. Little bit of a wobble on the straight there. Thankfully nobody's around me to see it. Just all you lovely people watching the video. So while I was driving off track, I did see a little bit of smoke in my rear mirror. And it looks like there may have been an incident behind, because the pack that was catching up there is literally only Logan now. It's 2.5. He seems to be on his own. He's in P22, he was the 5 car. Let's see if we can team up together. Hopefully he'll work well with me and potentially push us back up towards Kieran. Kieran's still in P9, but he's currently about 7.6 in front. Logan's now caught up to me. And he's sitting perfectly on my bumper. This is just what we needed. .4 to Kieran. 13 laps gone, that means 5 left. I don't think we're going to catch him, are we? He's got nobody around him by the looks of things. He's on his own. He's got nobody around him where we're a 2-car draft, so there's a good possibility we might catch him towards the end of the race. And the time is dropping. We're now down to now down to about 5.9, 5.8. The time is coming down. Will we have enough laps? I can see him in the distance. There's also a car down on the apron. I don't know who that is. That's the number 12 in 17th place. I don't know what happened to him, but we just sailed past him, so not our concern at the moment. We're now 4 seconds behind Kieran. This could get spicy to the end of the race, boys and girls. .5. Logan is an absolute legend pushing me here. Logan doesn't need to be doing this, he's got nothing to gain by pushing me along the track, but I'm definitely very grateful of it. He is doing an excellent job. He's bumping me in the straights and easing off in the corners, just how you need to do it. We are now in Kieran's draft. I can taste the blood. He's getting closer and closer. Now the question is, do we jump on his back end or do we try to just sail past him, or due to having more speed I think we'll just go straight past him. Hi Kieran. Now we know. Now if Kieran's got any sense, he'll drop on the back of this train, which could then give him a run back at me towards the last couple of laps, because he'll get a kind of slingshot effect on me. Kieran has pulled the gap back there a bit. He's 0.2, which means he's pretty much on the back of Logan's bumper. This could really come down to a fight to the line. The question is, who's going to take it? And will Logan actually be the decisive factor in this battle between 9th and 10th, between myself and Kieran? Kieran's got a run on Logan, he's on the outside, but once he does that, as soon as the side draft slows down, Logan will push me through the corner and hopefully we should both keep in front of him. And Kieran's still hanging it around on the outside. This is the last lap. I've still got Logan glued to my bumper. Is he going to be the decisive factor in this, between who gets it between me and Kieran? Kieran's still trying to hang it around the outside. As we come around the last corner onto the back straight. Oh, this is tight. It's 0.1 in it. I can see him getting closer and closer and closer. Here's the line! Yes, we did it! I don't know what happened there, but we also picked up P7. Well, boys and girls, that was a fun race. We managed to achieve the goal of beating Kieran. We also picked up some nice IR from the race and a little bit of safety rating, I believe. We only had that one incident, which unfortunately when we collected the car. Kieran kindly congratulated us there at the end of the race, which was nice, so I think that little mini feud is over. Especially finishing that close going across the line definitely made it for an interesting race. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. And I'll catch you all in the next one in part 3 of British Noob to NASCAR. Thank you.